Hey, my name is James Nicholson, and in this video, I'm going to give you an SEO tutorial for beginners, the step-by-step guide on what you should be doing to rank highly in Google. Now, I've been using SEO in my businesses for 17 years now. I've had an SEO agency. I'm currently a coach and a mentor to business owners, and I show them exactly how to get thousands and thousands of visitors to their site each and every month. Now, SEO is all about ranking in Google. Right, we've got other search engines as well that you'll show up in, but let's be honest, most people, they look at Google. And so what we're trying to do is get high up the search results for a phrase or a keyword that people look for. And one of the most common mistakes where people get it wrong at the beginning is actually identifying the wrong types of keywords. So I'm going to use just Google for this tutorial. I'm not going to use any paid tools because just using Google is easy enough and good enough to get you floods of traffic for free. And that's where we need to start. So what you should be doing is looking for key phrases or coming up with some phrases that you think people will search for when looking for a business like yours. So if you're a plumber, you might want to come up for plumbing services Dorking, plumber in Dorking. And those are phrases that you could be looking at. You could be looking at unblocked drains Dorking could be another one that potentially you might be able to help people with, or bathroom installation Dorking. Generally, that's going to be a plumber that does that, right? So there's tons of different key phrases that you could rank for. And if it's a short phrase like plumber Dorking, that might be quite competitive. Now, if you got there, you might get lots of free traffic and lots of inquiries. But what you also want to look at is reasonable and more realistic 4 or 5 word phrases that you're more likely to rank for. So what I might try and rank for is something like how to get more customers. And then so you type it in to Google, and then how to get more customers is going to be super competitive, right? Even though it's 4 words, it's going to be super competitive. So what I might look at is this here. So Google does this predictive search here. How to get more customers for my small business, right? That is a great search. And so by looking at that, I can say, right, that's a key phrase that I will want to rank for, right? And so that might be a phrase that I rank for more than where a lot of people will focus on is things like marketing agency or SEO company. But the actual user is typing in how to get more customers for my small business, right? That's important. So we're going to keep that. So we'll keep that in a list. And then we can have a look. Is any of these useful as well? How to attract buyers to buy your product. Cool. That could be another phrase that we're looking at. So we're looking at Google, and they're going to tell us what we should be making content around. This is the best way to get the phrases, right? So we're looking at phrases that are like 4 or 5 words. Now, if you scroll to the bottom, Google also has some related searches here, right? How to find new customers and increase sales. That could be a great one. It's long, so it's going to be less competitive. And that means that we have a chance of ranking for that one. New business, no customers. How to get clients for a new business. How to get more business for a small. How to get more business for a small business. And so these are things that people are searching on. And I can click on here and I can see who ranks on here. Is it like massive companies? Forbes is pretty big. But some of these aren't that big. So we could realistically create an article, and we want to see, are the sorry, I clicked on the wrong bit there. Are these results actually answering that question, or are they different? So pretty much they are. So that's fine. We can have a look, and we can look at the quality of the content here, and we can say, right, let's click on this one, sba.gov, and let's just see. So we know that we've got to create an article at least as good as this. This isn't particularly strong, this article. So we can make a better one. We can put graphics in it. We can put some videos in it. We can make it a bit more longer in length. That sort of stuff's going to help this article for us rank higher. So we'd keep that in our list. How to get more customers for small business, right? And so this is how you're going to create a list, right? Then this is one that I've done. So if you put bounce back loan rejected, you'll see my blog, James Nicholson, is #1. And so I identified this because when the pandemic started, a lot of people wanted a bounce back loan. They were pretty easy to get on the on the whole, but not everybody got one, right? And so what happened is a lot of people got rejected, and so I created an article around what they should do next. So if we have a look on here, this is my article. It's got a YouTube video that I made in there, and it's got different things that you can do and overcome it. And hundreds of people read this article, and then they got their bounce back loans through in the end. They had a second chance at it. And I got lots of emails thanking me and people that became customers just because I started out by helping them first, right? So I'm looking in my business for business owners that need help growing a business. And this article was going to be read by business owners solely that needed help. So it was a really smart thing to do. And this got tens of thousands of views to my site. So bounce back loan rejected. I just made a title, bounce back loan rejected. Here's what to do next, right? So if you had a bounce back loan rejected, you're gonna be highly likely to click on that. And then we've just got an article which goes into detail on all of that, right? So what you need to do is not overcomplicate this. When I used to do SEO many years ago for my agency, we would make articles, then we would have to get links from all these different places and put it in directories. That stuff can actually get you banned these days. It's actually not a smart thing to do, and it really isn't what you should be doing. So what you should be doing is putting quality content out there. Now, if you were a plumber in Dorking, you might make a page about being a plumber in Dorking, plumbing services Dorking. And let's see who comes up here. So look, this is the first result is Checker Trade, and they've just got a simple little page here that's a result that's for plumbers in Dorking, right? And so this is pretty straightforward, and like that's obviously a directory. That's why they're ranking there. So let's have a look. SE Plumbing. So these guys here have just made a page about being a plumber in Dorking. Like, they haven't done a lot, right? So they've just made a page. They talk about the areas that they cover, and that's just got them ranked highly on Google, which is pretty good, right? And so that's what you need to do as a business owner, is create pages related to the content. So plumbing company in Dorking, right? So they've got a page on that, talks about all of that stuff, and that gets them ranked on page 1. So that's all we're looking to do here, is make a list of phrases that people search for, right? We get the phrases. So if we put plumbing in here and put services, we know that we can just start typing in. Does it come up? Yeah, it comes up in the predictive search, right? So that's really important. And so if you were like a coach or something like that, you want to like look for things like how to improve my anxiety, right? They might not be looking for an anxiety coach to start with. They're going to look for content related to that. So how to improve my anxiety, and then have a look through here, and maybe you create content on all of this stuff, not animals, but the children, wife, girlfriend, daughter, because look, how to help my girlfriend's anxiety, you could create a page on that, go into real detail on what the person can do to support their girlfriend, and then they might refer you, right? They might say, hey, look, I read this great article from XYZ coach, and that's what they're looking for here, right? So the key message with SEO is look in Google or YouTube as well. You can type into YouTube. YouTube has a predictive search as well, because these are both Google properties. How to get more customers. It'll be slightly different, mostly the same, but it'll be slightly different, right? How to get more customers on Instagram. And then I can see, yeah, look, I can make these videos here would be a good thing to do, right? And so that's what we're looking for, guys. We're looking for key phrases that Google is suggesting. When you do that, you build a page around that. You don't need to do all this fancy link building and all that kind of stuff these days. Just build the pages, and over time they will start ranking on Google and start moving towards that front page. So if you found this video useful, please do smash the like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification. We've got new content every single day, and I want you to join us on the journey and see how we're doing with that, and learn and go and check out all the other marketing content we've got on this channel. Any questions, comment in the chat below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now.